What's up, world? I am TJ, and this is Nativerezmedia, your place for opinionated tech news, reviews, and entertainment. And today we'll be doing a smartwatch review. This is the AEAC Ture fitness tracker. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be pronounced AEAC Ture or AEAC Ture, but I'm just going to call it the Ture fitness tracker for now. I'll be going over what comes in the box. I'll be going over the tech specs, look and feel of the watch itself, which is on my wrist, and my overall opinion of the watch at the end of this video. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet and try to cover as much about this watch as I can. I'll be delving into the app a little bit. That's one of the sweet spots when it comes to some of these fitness trackers, a lot of the app functions and things like that. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this review. And let's jump right into this box here. Get it open. Watch came nestled inside of this kind of little 8-crate carton there. You got the manual, probably warranty card, thank you card, things like that. And that's what the charger was in. And installing the app. And let's see here. There was a protector for the watch itself. And that is it. Warranty card. 1 year extended warranty, professional 24/7 customer care. The manual comes in multiple languages and it's fairly easy to read. Shows you how to get the watch hooked up, linked to your phone, and what you would do when pairing it and things like that. All right, let's jump into these tech specs here. You have the watch faces you can download using the VeryFit app. 1.69-inch color display. Got your pulse ox monitoring. 5 atmospheres waterproof. So that is about 50 meters there. 14 sport modes, long battery life. That is the simplified version that is on the box when it comes into tech specs. Has a little bit more. Obviously, it supports magnetic charging from the charger here. Charger just goes right onto the back of the watch itself and just plugs in there. You can't get this wrong because if you reverse the polarity, it will kind of reject it on the battery magnets there. According to the website here, single charge 2 hours can provide enough power for daily use up to 2 weeks. I've had this for just a little under 2 weeks, and I think I've been able to get over a week of use without having to charge it. I haven't charged it in a week, and I still have about 16% left. I'm just trying to see how long this will go before it dies, and I'm assuming probably midday tomorrow it might clunk out on me. This watch does have sleep monitoring and pulse monitoring as well. I'm going to go over the 14 targeted sports modes that are built into the watch. So I'm going to open this up and keep going. All right, there we go. Outdoor run, hit more. So you got outdoor run, indoor run, outdoor walk, indoor walk, hiking, outdoor cycle, cricket, yoga, indoor cycle, working out. So that's just your free weight fitness, swimming in the pool, open water swimming, rowing, elliptical, and that is pretty much it. That's built into the watch there. And now we're going to get into some of the apps that are built into the watch itself. You got your health data, you have your exercise, and that's basically click on that and it'll open up your exercise page that I was just showing you. You have your exercise record, you have your heart rate, click on that. You can immediately take your heart rate, your blood oxygen levels, click on that. It'll pull up the pulse oximetry and try to get some of your pulse ox, your blood oxygen levels there. And then you have your stress, so you click on that, it measures your stress, and then you sit there and try to be calm. It gives you a stress level. And honestly, there was an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where you got D had the people grabbing onto the poles and monitoring stress levels. I don't know what's a high stress level and a low stress level.
7? Oh shit, Charlie, 157?
Is that bad?
Yeah, it's not good.
Guys, I got 157.
Wait. 157 what?
Units.
Units, dude.
Units of what?
Units of stress. You're very, very high. And
That seems kind of gimmicky to me, but whatever. You have your breathing training, so press that. it'll kind of tell you to relax your focus and breathe and things like that. So inhale, exhale. So let me get out of that. Exit, yes. Of course, you have your sleep records. You have your weather. It'll tell you your weather once you get it hooked up to the app. You have your music control. You can stop, play, pause, skip back and forth on your music there. You have your alarm, stopwatch, timer. You can find your phone. So if I hit this, it'll ring my phone, find my phone for me, and then you have your settings. In the settings, of course, raise to see the clock. So screen is always off. This does not have an always on screen. So you always want to use that raise to awaken function there. You have your do not disturb. You have your watch face where you can cycle through your watch faces or go into the app itself and send watch faces to the watch that way as well. Dimming. So you have 5 different dimming modes, and so let me go through those real quick. So dimming, it's on 3 right now. I can go 3, 4, 5. It gets very bright, and I'm sure you can see this out in the sun. I usually keep it on 2 or 3 when I'm in the house here. Screen on time up to 20 seconds, so you can go in a few second increments and you can jump all the way up to 20 seconds. I keep it on 20 seconds. Obviously lowering that will extend the battery life. And then you have automatic brightness control if you want, so it will brighten and dim depending on the situation you're in. And that is pretty much it when it comes to the settings. And real quick, I want to go over the look and feel and how to operate this watch. It does come with removable bands here, so quick disconnects on the bottom, and again, they are removable. So if I press that, it comes right off. Kind of slide it in, which is very Apple-esque when it comes to the bands and the look. Of course, you have your connector for the power there, so let's get it on there. You can only put it on one way. Take that off. You got your pulse ox and your pulse monitoring there, and again on the side here you have one button. It doesn't have a rotatable dial or anything like that. You press it if it's off. If the screen's off, it'll come on, and if you press it again, it'll bring you up to your apps and things like that. You can also swipe, so if I swipe from the bottom, it brings up a quick menu here, raise to awaken the watch, and then you have your find phone, you have your brightness, and you have your do not disturb. So let's press that, and if I swipe from the left to the right, it brings up my weather, my phone control for my music, and my fitness apps, and then my blood pressure. And then it brings up my workouts for the day. So let's see here. If I swipe, can I swipe up or down on the workouts for the day? Nope. It just basically gives me just a quick rundown of what I've been doing in my steps and things like that. Okay. And so let's go back. And if I swipe from the top to the bottom, that's what it brings up my notifications. So like just a Gmail for Best Buy here. If I click on it, it'll give me a summary, save up to 50% on ink and whatever from Best Buy, and that's basically it. You can't really go into depth on the emails and get into it. It just gives you a summary, what you can read, pull that kind of stuff up on your phone. And it's the same for text. You can actually click on that and it'll give you a rundown of what the text will say. If it's a long text, then you have to probably open that up on your phone. And if I swipe from the left to the right, it just basically goes from the other side of the apps that are on here. And you can control what quick apps you have when you cycle from the left to the right or from the right to the left. Okay, and I'm going to pull up my screen recording on the screen so you can see what I'm looking at. So in the app, you start off on the home page. It kind of gives you a rundown of how many steps you've taken, your sleep report, sports records if you've done any sports. Mine right now shows nothing because I haven't done any sports today. Got off work and been hanging around the house. Heart rate 95 beats per minute. So, and it shows that that was taken 5 minutes ago. I must have been up running around because that's definitely not my resting heart rate. Mine's fairly low. Calorie consumption just now, it usually tries to tell you the amount of calories and things like that. That I think that's what you burn because that's not what I've consumed. Activity calories, yeah. So basically, that I'm assuming that's what my body is burning in calories throughout the day. Pulse ox, that is completely off on this app. 80, I would almost be, I'm not going to say I'd be dead right now. That's fairly low if my pulse ox was that low. It's usually you want it to be in the 90s, plus 90s on your pulse ox there. 93 to 97 when you're just sitting around. And then the stress is 33 for me. So I'm assuming that is low because that's what it's saying, because range 22 to 43 there. So I need to do something to pick me up. So guys, send me some care packages there. Then you can view your health trends. If you click on that, it'll pull up your health data and trends from your health over the time that you've had the watch on. You can click on that. It kind of gives you some rundowns of what you should be at and where you need to be in order to get a little bit more healthy there. And you have development of sleep habits. It gives you some tips, and you have achievements, and you can add family members if you want to compete and things like that. That is from the homepage. That is just a simplified run through. Again, I can get real in depth into this, but it will take a long time. Then we go into exercise. So you can do an outdoor run, click start, and I believe it will track you via GPS. I'm in Colorado. It's cold outside right now, so I haven't done that. You can see the GPS up at the top there, but you have to use your phone. This watch does not have GPS built in. And you got your indoor runs, outdoor walks, things like that. You can just cycle through your fitness settings there if you like right into the app. Then you go into device here. You got ID 207, that's the item name, but of course on the web page here, that's where it says this is the Ture fitness tracker. Ture fitness tracker, the AEAC Ture fitness tracker. But anyways, watch face market, I don't think you have to pay for any of these. They're all free. You can go through, cycle through some of the watch faces. So I like the practical ones here. I can hit more. Let me try that again. There we go. Go back. I can, what did I, watch face market. Let's go. There we go. Hit more. There we go. All right. So my watch faces, as you can see, if I hit more, has a ton of watch faces that you can load up, add on here. So if I wanted to click and add one, let's just say I like this one here. I can hit install. It'll say installing. Takes a few seconds. It downloads it from the server somewhere. It installs it, pushes it over to the watch itself, and then I will see once it gets to 99 on my watch that it's going to install. And it just vibrated and hit a check mark, and now it's installed on my watch. Simple as that. Then I can go back, and it says manage watch faces. So you have your cloud watch faces, you have built-in watch faces that are on the watch itself, and you can click through and add watches there, or watch faces. So ton of watch faces on here. Get out of there. You can manage your notifications, alarm clock, health tracking settings, call alert enabled. So if I get a phone call, my watch will vibrate. I just can't answer and talk from the watch itself. Let me manage these notifications so I can turn it on. Very fit notification, calendar, emails, all that stuff. It'll send it all to the watch. It'll push it. But yeah, one thing I don't like is it'll push my notifications, but this Very Fit app kind of thing at the top, when I pull my slider down, it always shows that, and you'll see my screen recorder is on, but the Very Fit app, you can't get rid of it. It's just going to be there. It won't go away. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you can try if you may, but it's always going to be there. Unlike some more expensive watches, they don't have like a notification at the top showing that the watch is paired. It's just paired. You can open up the watch's app and see any things that you like, but it doesn't have it in that notification shade. But on here, and this is definitely on Android, it is there. This is iOS and Android compatible, by the way. Then if I click on more settings, intelligent exercise recognition, so recognition, so sports type, I can click on that and show all the sports types. And then if I click on this, running, so if I start running, it should pick up my heart rate increasing, and it should pick up that I am running and start to record. Find my phone, music control, lift your wrist to light up the screen. So basically all the settings you can set in the watch itself, you can set it from the phone itself as well. So very in depth on the app here. It's very nice. This is the Very Fit app. And that is pretty much it. And I can go into my settings, of course, and unit setups, my settings as far as my height, my weight, things like that, so that when I am using the app, it's more accurate with my stride and things like that to accurately count my steps. And also on the watch, if I click on ID 207 here, it'll show the watch face that I have on there, which is pretty dope. And then I can go to device upgrade and it'll check for the version. I'm on the latest version. I've had to do a firmware update. It just downloads it and then pushes it over to the watch and updates the firmware. And you can hit about. It kind of tells you your MAC address, all that. I don't know if you guys should be able to see that, but I don't think it's going to hurt anything. You guys shouldn't be able to hack me from across the world there. And that is pretty much it. I can restart the device from here, delete the device, and that's simple as that. My overall conclusion of this watch: it is very nice, very inexpensive, very light, waterproof. It'll get the job done if you need a fitness tracker. The pulse oximetry on this watch is hit or miss, as you saw. But other than that, everything else worked just fine. Fitness tracking worked just fine. I haven't done any yoga or went swimming. Again, I'm in Colorado right now. But I have done a little bit of running and things like that. Seemed to work just fine. Getting the blood pressure, you want to make sure this is tight. And again, that could be hit or miss sometimes, but that's with any watch. My $300 what is that, TicWatch Pro that I have over there is hit or miss sometimes on the blood pressure, not blood pressure, but the pulse as well. If you guys have any questions about this watch, please comment down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Peace out.